Alright, back at it here again. It's I didn't record anything yesterday. I'll get into that why I didn't. And it's the two days after the last video, whatever. I just like to say thanks to people watching the videos, like Darren and it was Ashley Bennett who was commenting on the last videos, and a few people, and we've got a load more subscribers. It's class. My nephew Shane was asking, he was watching the videos, and he was asking just like, did I have to drill out here, or were the holes already here? What I'll do actually is I'll go through everything I do. If I miss it, bits, comment, and I'll come back and I'll show it in the next video. What I done here was the holes weren't drilled already. They're not drilled there. I have to drill them out. But the clips that were here that held on the old bar, see these kind of clips? Just popped them off. I think I drilled a 12mm hole. I just popped them off and put those clips in there. So when you're taking the face off the donor transit, get all them clips as well. Just pull them off because you'll use them. That's why I just take all the nuts and bolts. So they'll be, because I was thinking I was going to have to put on a bolt back here, but that's just handier. So what I'm going to do is pull this out and hopefully close up that gap. I went to the breakers yesterday to get the aprons and I just started drilling out all the spot welds on it, and well, my drill started going dead, and then it started teeming rain, and so I didn't record it. And when I was editing the video the last day, I said it should be fairly easy from here on, there should be no problems. And as soon as I said that, I thought, you fucking idiot, now there's going to be hassle. And when I got to the van yesterday to pick off this, I went to take, this is the first thing I looked at to get the rain gully, and the fucking thing is welded on. It's a whole piece like this that's welded on. That's why I didn't take it off the other transit. So I ended up having to get a console and just cut the fucking thing off. I should have had the console along it, and I started taking these off with spot welds. I took the spot welds off it, and then it started raining and the drill was going dead, so I just got the console and cut the fucker off. Be easier to clean it up here anyway. I was looking at these it's pressed out near enough the same way though, because these little dips are here and they're here, so I'm hoping that'll just help me line it up. Like, see that big dent in there? It's there. Even the bolt hole for the wiper motor is the same spot. So my plan will be just to cut along that. I'm going to clean this up, and all I'm going to do is scribe along it, cut it out, and just weld this in, same spot. It shouldn't be, oh actually I'm not going to fucking say it. So anyone doing this conversion that can't weld or is looking for a bolt-on option, do what they do on Facebook and cut this off and make it work. But I nearly thought of doing it myself the last day, but I've gone so far. I thought people might be interested in seeing how it's done, and I'm kind of enjoying. If I wasn't enjoying this, I just put the old face back on, but kind of want to see how it turns out now. So I'm going to go full flow at it and try and get it done properly. So the next thing I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to put it on time lapse again. I just want to remove these hinges, these brackets, get everything out of the way that I don't need. I might start removing all this stuff. Just this coolant actually, and in there, and the airbox. And then when I have that removed and this, I'll just start marking out here what I want to take off, and I'll come back and I'll probably do a bit of talking there, or else I'll just set the camera up here and show you what I'm doing. And just show you how I mark out the new aprons. And another thing I'm going to actually ask you on it early now, is this rust. It is real solid. So as you know, transits rust from the inside out, but I think these are from scratches. And what I wanted to do on this was, because I'm keeping this van, I wanted to treat this rust myself and see does it come back for when I do other people's cars. Kind of want to do a test on this to clean this side as good as I can, the other side, and not cut this out unless it was really bad. Then I was looking at just a sill replacement. It's €50. I was going to buy a sill and just replace the whole lot, but I kind of don't want to do that because it's the same kind of shit that's going back in there again. And the last few I done, well, every Transit I've owned, I've always cut the sill out and put in 1mm steel into it, and I've never had issues with it again. I've just made up my own ones, but this is really solid. So let me know if anyone wants to see any process done here. I'm kind of thinking about taking one side and doing it my way and just trying to save what's here and treat it, and then I'll have it for 3 or 4 years and I'll see there's a bubble back out again. And on the inside I'm going to coat it with wax, just actually fill the cavity as much as I can in there, just to stop it coming bubbling this way through. Because underneath the van is it's unbelievable. It's all solid. It's kind of one of the best is the best Transit I've had for rust. That is just, it seems to be just surface rust. I think this side is from just people getting in and out of the van. That is a bit. See, somebody's put that shit on. What I do is I'm going to clean it up anyway. But if anyone in the comments wants to see something, I don't want to put a sill on it, replace the sill. But if somebody wants to see it, I bought one. What I might do is make one and cut it off. But when I get close to it, then I'll start stabbing with a screwdriver and we'll see. Steps though are perfect, and I can't believe how actually good it is. Oh, a bit of rust bubbling there. Oh, I can put my finger through it. Alright, so we'll be pulling this off. Be doing a bit of welding there anyway. Yeah, just let me know, because that actually seems really good for some reason. So just let me know what you want to see. I'll see what I can do. Alright, I'm going to put this on time lapse and start stripping this. These spot welds are coming out nice. I'm not even having to really use a chisel just to pop them. I'm using that kind of spot remover. It works quite good. But I am going to order the other ones. The ones that are like hole saws. But I'm just working out here what to take off. So I'm going to cut up probably around this hole here somewhere. There'll be a bit of, just leave me some waste, because I want to use these holes for lining up my new panel, because they're identical, them holes. You know, that one is in better shape than the one on there, so I might leave it. And let me see, I'm coming up here. I want to leave as much as this one as oh no, it's the inside one I want to leave. Bit. you know, it's all part of the same thing. Sit there. I want to leave as much as I can here till I get it off, and then when I start mocking that up to it, I can cut back a bit. But if I want to cut a bit off this instead, I just want the option there. So I'm just taking a second here. I don't want to go drilling loads of spot wells for no fucking reason. So I think I'm going to cut up around there. I'm just going to cut straight up there. And when I get to here, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright, I have this on now. I just had it on time lapse talking there for a fucking few minutes. I have this where I want it here. I've seen here where this dip goes down. You need another bit of this, because this is part of this here. So with the way this dip dent in here, I'm going to pop that dent up so it's up here, and then I'll just weld it on. What I'm going to do, maybe I'm thinking about doing, is just putting a stitch here, there, maybe there, just to hold that in place so I can take this vice grips away. I might put a stitch in there, and just so I can take that vice grips away, put the top cowl on and vice grip that down, just to get it out of the way. Everything else lines up nice there. You know, it'll be it's fairly thick metal, it'll be easy enough to weld. I'm just going to stitch it now with a MIG welder, and I might actually TIG weld this if I have enough time, even though I say that every time and then I get pissed off when I don't. But I have the pedal now this time, so it might make it a bit easier. So I might just I'm going to disconnect the battery, stitch that in, and I'm going to go over the other side. I won't record the other side because this battery's going dead and I'm going to run out of space on the memory card. So I'll come back when I'm bolting that on. Just starting this side. I wasn't going to record it, but I'm going to record it just to see, do I do it a lot quicker. This might be more useful this side to anyone trying to do this. Don't forget, like and subscribe. This is the one I started with, and I drilled out all the spot wells, so I have this kind of taken off fairly good, because the last one I cut up here and kind of went through there. This I have spot wells here. I just have a lot better cut. I know it's because I'm right-handed cutting. It came out a lot neater. What I'm going to do is clean this up. I'm not going to show this video. I'm going to clean that up there and there, and I'm going to run all them spot welds off. And I'm actually just going to chop up there and just chop it off altogether. And this side here, I'm going to cut up along there. Exactly what I done on the other side. I'm going to try and keep this in the same spot, because on the other side, oh, this is different. The other side, this came out. No, I know it was down here, the angle was. Oh yeah, never mind that. Yeah, I'm just going to cut down along here, and I need to pop this off. I'm just going to do that quick, and then I'll show you what it's like at the end. getting close to this here now. So seeing there, like I separated this and this, but everything's kind of lining up fairly good. I just need to small bit more trimming here, and this bit that dipped down, I just bent it up out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tap it back down to where it's touching this, and then I'll cut it. So what I want to do now is it's all lining up there. What I'm going to do now is just straighten these bits here, then I'll cut this off and get that on. Right, I cut off the thing for mounting the window drain off, and it still wasn't fitting right, but there's a layer under it. So I'm cutting this and then I'm peeling this off, and that there is what my one fits to. So anyone doing this, the spot welds all along there, if you take your time and drill them out, then you can cut along that joint there. I'd say it'd be perfect. So what I'm going to do here is peel the rest of this back, and then I might try and clean up a few of the pieces just to stitch them in, just so I can put the whole front on, just see what it looks like. Right, I've just tacked this in real rough, just on spots that I can break again, and there, this top piece. And how it comes out in camera, but it's very fucking rough looking. So I'm just going to put a time lapse on here of trying to assemble this front. That's me done there for the evening. I'll probably upload this video. If you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe if you can. Everything is fitting. That crash bar is bent in. So I'm hoping it's pushing out here, because this needs to wrap around here about another, say, half an inch. 12 mil, that has to go into that hole, so it's a long way to go around. It's funny, the bonnet on this side isn't fitting great, but when I'm putting the lights, the wing, everything's fitting perfect. This side, everything's fitting lovely. That gap is just it's good, like not perfect, but so it'll just be these gaps here I need to concentrate on. I think I need to bring the whole lot in. This all has to be welded yet. Anyone knows that this is just being held on here by tiny little tacks. So I want to take off all the aprons again, and I need to clean them. But when I'm putting it all back together again, I want to squeeze the whole nose in a bit, just at the front here somewhere, just to get that gap brought in from the aprons, because I think that's what's wrong as well. It's probably, that'll help that as well. There's way too much of a gap here. Everything else, like the bonnet is a bit high and stuff, I can just bend everything into place, because it's not going to be like from factory, because just the way I've welded and stuff. Like all that's fitting in there now nice again. Very happy with it though. NCT in the morning, so hopefully I can get the day out of tomorrow and just get it welded. So when I get here in the morning, get it welded, so I'm here. Make sure nothing goes on fire. I don't want to go do any welding now. I know what time it is. It's 6:30 in the evening now, so I'm not going to do any welding. It's time for a beer, some Corona. Yeah, like and subscribe. Just thanks to everyone. Just comment if you want to know anything or ask a question or anything like that, because it keeps the channel going, and anyone who puts a thumbs up and subscribe, that helps the channel get out to more people. Yeah, cheers.